Hello, hello! My name is Callista, and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. In the last episode, we entered the tomb of the Emerald Knight. We are trying to get this doohickey that's floating over there. Now, I think we have to light all the braziers, and that will make the floor rise. I'm not 100% certain, but that's what I think we have to do. I mean, if we light all the braziers and nothing happens, we can figure something out. We'll easily figure something out. Hello there. Got up. And do a scream. And then we grab. Oh, hello there. Thank you, Black Wolf. And you. Yeah, no one's forgetting about you. Don't worry.
One less to worry about.
Okay, one less indeed. Okay, good. I'm about to sneeze. Oh, don't do that. Oh, no. The sneeze, it was there. It was right there, and then it dissipated. Oh, that... How dare. How dare. I am offended. I am offended. Nose, how could you do this to me? How could you betray me in such a manner? Okay, anything. That's just that. That's fine. Hey! It was the braziers. Oh, hello there. You're right, big boy. You can get rifted. There we go. Got up. And a scream. Get in there. Come on, take him out. Good stuff. And just you two. There we go. Excellent. Thank you and thank ya. And the Revenant didn't drop anything? Ooh. Ooh, that's pretty nice. Thank you. Rude. Rude-ass revenants. Not leaving me anything. And there's no one stuck over here. Okay, good stuff. Now then, what do we have here? The death of Elandrin. Elandrin, our brother. Falondine guide you. Maker guide you. Let here the truth be kept, lest you be remembered a traitor, or our sorrow seem a passing woe. Though you swore to serve our people, there were those questioning your heart. Too often had we fought with humans along our borders until the beginning was lost to memory. Rumours of an abduction stirred. As always, their chantry was swift to spread lies. In haste and anger, they killed Siona's sister for wandering too near the hunter's path. You carried her body back to us. You mourned with us. Yet your heart was distracted. Siona begged for vengeance, and you turned away. More and more you vanished without word or explanation. When whispers rose that you would swear yourself to their maker, we feared what would come. Siona sought to save you, to bring you back to us. She had lost a sister, must she also lose a brother? Beneath the trees, she saw you with a woman, the one who turned you from us. The woman gestured towards the village. You and she turned to gaze upon the chantry's walls. Siona returned. She told us how humans were turning you against us, how their lies must have filled you. As a loyal servant to their maker's cause, you would betray our secrets. When we went to ask if there was truth in this, you were already gone. So we sought to stop you. With haste, Siona led her people to the village. There we would challenge you. There we would bring you back to us, or to justice. In the dim of a moonless night, she saw Siona through the trees. She raced towards Siona, a cry on her lips and something in her hand. Siona's arrow flew. So the woman fell, the name Elandrin dying on her lips. Daisies slipping from her grasp. The men of the village suspected the girl's flight and heard the scream. They fell upon the elves, but were no match. Siona's haste surpassed your own. You knelt beneath the tree, blood-soaked petals clinging to your clothes from a final embrace. When more humans came, you would not be moved, and they would not listen. Their arrows found your heart, and you fell beside her. We found your body in the river where they cast you aside. She was taken by her own. It was not the end, but your part is past. Rest now as our honoured brother once more, a wreath of daisies at your brow, the letter she carried in your hand. Whoever guides you, whoever guides her, may your souls meet once more in the beyond. I find that so sad. I'm choking up. I'm choking up reading that. Oof. Sorry, I'm an emotional bitch. This kind of thing always gets me. Faded blood stains the letter. Adelaine, what care have I for gods I have never seen, for a maker I do not know? Let others distract themselves with such lofty concerns. I know only this life, I have seen only this world, and I care only for you. Perhaps your priestess distrusts... Let's try that again. Perhaps your priestess distrusts the sincerity of uncivilized elves. If she must hear me say I will follow the Maker, so be it. Your God intercedes as much as ours. My life will not change. I will return in 2 weeks' time. My heart longs for you till then, and will remain with you forever after. Elandrin. So this, if you recall, the Ballad of Red Crossing, that made me cry. That was one of the songs that made me cry. It's all about a woman waiting under the tree. Oh God, no, don't cry. Don't do it. Don't do it. Ah! I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Like I said, it makes me really emotional. I don't know why. I don't know why. It makes me super emotional. It's all about a young woman waiting under a tree with flowers in her hair, waiting to marry the person writing the song. Now, we don't know who wrote it. However, given that they knew about, they knew that Adelaine was the young woman, that she was waiting to marry someone, and that she did have flowers with her, I would assume either it could have been an elven writer who felt badly, or it could have been maybe Adelaine had a sibling, or it could have been one of her parents. I don't know. And obviously they aren't saying that she's going to marry incestuously. She was waiting to marry her elven lover, but they wrote it from his perspective because obviously Elandrin was killed by the humans who came. He wouldn't flee, so obviously he couldn't have written the song. But yeah, it's an account of what actually happened at Red Crossing. Basically, as the chantry says, elves came to the town, killed a bunch of people, and the chantry used this to justify the exalted march on the elven kingdom. And the elves have always said, no, that's lies, that's bullshit, the humans attacked us first, we were innocent in all of this. And this is why Aenor takes stories with a pinch of salt. This is why, because as we can see here, it was one giant misunderstanding. An Emerald Knight wanted to marry a human woman, and the elves were concerned that he was going to change sides, and, oh, well, clearly they're filling his head with nonsense, and blah, blah, blah. So they killed her, and it was only afterwards that they realised, oh, he was just going to swear allegiance to the Maker to... basically to be able to marry this girl. He had no interest in actually joining their religion. And they were in love. It wasn't that he had been turned. He had just fallen in love with this lady, and we regret our part in all of this. If my Dalish warden were here, Rosanna, I played through the Dalish origin story a while ago now. So you can find her right there. Rosanna was an elfy elf. she genuinely believed that the Dalish never did anything bad, and the Dalish were the victims of history, and the Chantry just made up lies, basically. If she were reading this, this would be devastating. To be fair, Rosanna's whole storyline that develops over the course of the game is devastating, but, you know, she genuinely believes that the elves did nothing wrong, the Chantry attacked first, and maybe they killed the people at Red Crossing themselves to justify the Exalted March. Maybe they all got a disease and died, and the Chantry pinned it on the elves, like, whatever, but clearly the elves were not involved. So reading this, Rosanna would be devastated. Aenor always takes things with a grain of salt. You know, whatever happened at Red Crossing, she kind of thought, well, we probably did something. Like, we are not a group of people that are innocent of everything. There are some Dalish who are complete dicks. And reading this, it doesn't exactly confirm what she thought, but she is kind of like, so we did have a hand in it. That's to be expected. She's not devastated by this. It's sad. It's a very sad account, especially when you realise that it was all a misunderstanding. The Exalted March happened over a misunderstanding. That's devastating, but the idea that the elves did have a hand in it, it's not all that shocking to Aenor.
It's an account of Red Crossing. When the elves attacked that town, it prompted the Exalted March of the Dales.
Taven would want the Dalish to have this.
I imagine the Chantry would be interested in it as well.
What is the likelihood of Aenor selling this to the Chantry? Because here's the thing, that the Chantry, they're not going to use that well. I mean, hopefully, if we return this to the Dalish, hopefully they'll do something good with it. And if not, you know, I presume Aenor would make copies. She'd send them out to her own clan to say, hey, I found this in a tomb. It turns out that we did do something bad at Red Crossing. And hopefully we can make amends. Selling it to the Chantry, they're just going to use that as propaganda. Like, oh, see, we told you they were dicks. Muhaha. The Emerald Knights. Cry for the past. It shall claim us all. For here rest our saviours, newly slain. Others lie beyond our reach, so we remember. Let the true name burn away and enter Din'an Hanin, the place where glory ends. Andrale, whose song inspired. Soren, who with bow in hand. Siona, who kept the bridge. Talim, who saved the child. Rin, who led them out. Elan, who kept watch. Elandrin, whom we betrayed. A blank space follows the names as if more were to be carved. Oh, that is... It's very sad. It's extremely sad. The fact that we can go under the bridge, I'm like... I'm intrigued. Why would we be able to do this? I feel like there should be loot here if we can go under it. Oh well. There we are. That is Din'an Hanin completed. I don't know what Aenor expected to find here. I doubt she expected an accounting of what happened at Red Crossing, though. Either way, we should go straight to the Exalted Plains. I think that the sooner we get this information in the hands of the Dalish, and hopefully they can spread that information. It shouldn't be buried. I think that's the one thing Aenor is hoping to avoid. You know, the burying of this information, and you know, she doesn't really know Taven's clan. That's the thing. They might want to bury it. They might be incredibly anti-human. But hopefully, if they're good people, they will make this be known. Okay, there we go. Everyone's still dead. That's sad. Now then, let's There's nothing else to do on this map, so let's head straight there. And to the Dalish camp. Now then, after this, I believe we're going to Emprise de Leon? I think. I know there's one more desert map that is...
Welcome again, friend.
Hello there. Yeah, I'm sorry. I have some very bad news for your keeper. I'ma just stand here whilst I get my thoughts in order. There is the there's Emprise de Leon, and then there is another desert map that we actually don't have to go to. It's completely optional. However, it is a very large area, and I'm a completionist. Of course I'm gonna go there. I just can't remember which I'm going to first. Sir?
Dalen, I was wrong about your Inquisition. Although the humans named you herald of their prophet, your devotion to your people is undiminished. Perhaps you will be the bridge that others hope you are. If Lorinel still wishes to join you, he has my blessing.
Sir, I'm very sorry to tell you this. Lorinel joined up months ago. He's not been in your camp for ages. Did you not notice he was gone, sir?
I found something about Red Crossing in Din'an Hanin.
You explored Din'an Hanin? Remarkable. So many have tried and failed. If you went to the Emerald Graves, did you see Tavin and the others?
They were killed. I'm sorry.
I am too. Sorry, but not surprised. Thank you for bringing this to me. It is part of our tale and will be cherished.
Okay.
Dareth Shirao, Dalen.
Indeed. Goodbye, sir. I'm sorry I couldn't bring Taven back to you. But still, hopefully they'll do the right thing with that knowledge. Hopefully they won't bury it. Have I ever been to the Black Emporium? I've just had that thought. Have I ever been to the Black Emporium in this Let's Play? You know, I've only got 13 minutes left on my timer. I'm not going to start up a new map. I do want to have a chat with all of my companions before I start any of the bigger maps. So you know what, let's go check out the Black Emporium. That way, at least, I know that I have gone there. I can't remember. I can't remember. Still, I mustn't have been. Flippin' heck. You alright? Hello there, sir.
Help yourself to a sock from the basket. But only one!
Oh, and hello. Hello, Chauncey, the tiny bear. Oh, he's adorable. Hello there, sir. Xenon the Antiquarian. I left the Black Emporium empty-handed for two reasons. First, most of the items were priced far beyond what I could afford. Second, I spent most of my short time there trying to sate my curiosity about its proprietor. I found myself stealing glances at the antiquarian from behind piles of books, between shelves, and at one point over a basket of mismatched socks. There he sat, petrified in the centre of the emporium, skin of waxy grey over ancient taut sinew, moaning in a voice so dry and brittle it sounded like the snapping of twigs after a drought. A girl of not more than 12 scurried to and fro to fulfill his numerous requests. Another patron noticed my fascination and told me that the girl, most likely an urchin rescued from the street, was responsible for the needs of the antiquarian, feeding, washing, and the like. So impossibly old is he, and so fragile his skin, he can only tolerate the barest whisper of touches from the smallest and most tender of his servants. Only in this way may he come close to his lost youth, said the man. I was surrounded by objects of legend, yet none fascinated me as did the antiquarian. From a journal page found in Kirkwall's Dark Town, written by an unknown author. Yeah, look at him. Here's what gets me is the number of limbs. Because, that's one big leg. There's another leg. He's got 1, 2, 3... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 legs. I would assume maybe...
Handle the mirror with care. It has been known to bite.
Okay, he's got 3 arms there. Oh, this is just weird. Oh, am I on my own here? I don't want to be on my own here.
I have quite an extensive library on the history of forbidden magic. It's back there, somewhere. I think. I haven't been able to turn my head to look for 2 centuries.
Flipping heck. Flipping heck, sir. Why does he have so many limbs, though? Why does he have so many limbs? We have the Mirror of Transformation, along with... I don't know what creature that is, but it's something.
Everything is for sale. Except the rejuvenating oils. Those are for my personal use.
Okay. Okay. Also, hello. There's Meredith. Hey, girl. You doing all right? I'm pretty sure I've bought all of the schematics before, so there's nothing available for me here. Ooh. Hello. I could buy some of these, but I prefer crafting my own stuff, to be honest. Crafting materials. Any schematics here? Oh, hello. It's because they're tier 1. Tier 1 schematics don't carry over with the golden nug. It's only tier 2 and above. So yeah, in that case, I'm happy leaving these. They're not really of any use.
You may pet the tiny bear, but be gentle. A Magister miniaturized him specially at great cost. He answers to Chauncey.
I love Chauncey. I want him so badly. I want Chauncey the tiny bear so badly. And here we have the Mirror of Transformation. Now, you know what? What I could do, because if you have a look, Aenor's hair does clip through her ears, so you know what? What I might do, ear size, I think it would be ear position. I think, yeah, that's... Oh, how do I like the look of that? That's the... You know what, I'm a... Back... Yeah, because here's the thing. I don't want to move them up or down. I just want to flatten them against her head a wee bit. Okay, so... Girl, keep your head still. Please keep your head still. Okay, almost there. Almost there, I think. That's the tricky thing. It's this haircut. It's this haircut. I don't... I kind of feel like no matter what, Her hair will always clip. Unless I go really far out, which... Yeah, no, that's not how she looks. You know what? You know, she has an imperfection in her design. Her hair clips through her ears a wee bit. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Yeah, we haven't made any changes, technically.
At least no one will point and laugh.
How dare... She's beautiful. She's my girl. How dare you?
Help yourself to a sock from the basket. But only one!
I think I'm good. I don't think I need any of your socks, but I would take your bear. He has so many pets. He's got a fennec, he's got Chauncey, he's got this weird... little... I think that's a miniature tusket. Okay, back to Skyhold. We don't need a party selection. We're going to Skyhold, right? Yeah, I don't need a full party. It's home. And with that, I only have 4 minutes left on my timer. We're going to see how my Vandalaria is growing. We're going to sort out the war table. And then in the next episode, I'm going to chat with my companions one last time. And then we're going to head out to the next map. How does that sound to you? I think that sounds pretty decent. Now then, which... I think it was this one. Cool.
Stone met, Inquisitor.
Yep, can you interpret the meaning?
Do you have insight into the stories these tiles are supposed to depict?
Here you go, Inquisitor. I wrote up some thoughts. Hope it adds to the effort.
Thank you kindly. And how are you doing? Okay, partly grown. Good stuff. Grow, my little plants. Grow, be happy, be healthy.
Worship?
Hello there, sir, or madam. I did not catch. And still no gossip with Josephine. Now then, what are we dealing with here? Will Cullen be able to do something other than make me money? That is the big question. The poor soldiers, I've been having them do guard duty for the longest time now. Thank you. Truth or dare, the end game. Ambassador, following the arrival of your letter, I invited my dear cousin Blanchard to Halam Sharal for an urgent consultation on the Inquisition, during which time I had his home thoroughly searched. A large sum of Tevinter gold was found in his chateau, as well as a room full of red lyrium. My cousin finds his stay at the Winter Palace shall be of some duration. Many thanks, Celine Valmont, and I would assume that's for Vivienne. Alliances, observing the deadlock. Despite their intent to craft a political entity to oppose us, these noble families are too embroiled in their own conflicts to even acknowledge us. We have acquired some additional trading partners who are tired of waiting for a winner to emerge. Good stuff. Now then, I'ma figure out where I'm sending everyone. Be right back.
Are their soldiers ready?
As ready as they can be. We're asking a lot of them.
Okie doke. And once again, I have plenty of jobs for Liliana and Josephine, but none for Cullen. Oh, I feel so badly for him. First things first, bestow Morning Halla. Inquisitor, in light of the information you gave us regarding the truth of the events at Red Crossing, we would like to offer a sign of mourning to the village. Since both sides played a part in this tragedy, honouring the village with one of our Halla seems appropriate. If it could be kept there, it might remind both sides of the fragile beauty of things that journey to places where they are strangers. I understand that the villagers of Red Crossing do not trust the Dalish, given our history. If you could convince them to accept this tribute in good faith, it would be greatly appreciated. Keep a hound. See, there we go. He's trying to make peace. He's offering a gift of the Halla, and the Halla are very sacred. to the Dalish. So that's not a trivial thing to offer. This is something very important that he is offering to them. That's good of him. Josephine says, I can twist the nobles who control Red Crossing into accepting this, but it will end 2 marriages and lead to at least 1 duel. Liliana says, with the right rumours, the villagers in Red Crossing will think they are being granted custody of a captured trophy to honour their victory over the Dalish. And Cullen says, if it's this important, we can march the blasted Haller in with some troops to guard it. Okay, well, not this one. We do not want them to be thinking it's a captured trophy. To be honest, I think Aenor's looking at Josephine like, oh, this might be the best. This is a sacred gift. Having them think, oh, it's a captured trophy. That completely goes against the principle of it all. And Cullen's thing of like, oh, we can march it in and we can have troops to guard it. When Aenor is no longer Inquisitor, will the troops be sent home? In which case the Haller is just going to be slaughtered. So no, I don't think Aenor likes doing this, because as Josie said, it's going to end 2 marriages and lead to at least 1 duel, so potentially more people will die, but at least this way they will genuinely accept it for what it is, like an apology, rather than having them think it's a war trophy, or having the temporary solution of we'll guard it for a while, but at some time those soldiers are gonna have to go home and the Haller will be killed. Like, this is... Oh god, Aenor would feel guilty, but the others aren't... She just wouldn't do the others, so...
At your service.
I'm very sorry about those marriages. The College of Magi. A situation is unfolding in the Navaran city of Cumberland, location of the College of Magi, which, until the outbreak of the Mage Rebellion, was the philosophical heart of the circles of Magi. Now mostly abandoned, it has become the home to a number of mage refugees. This has drawn the ire of local citizens, and mobs are threatening to assault the college and burn it to the ground, with Dukes Sandral and Axis doing nothing to stop them. Inquisition agents suspect that Venatori agents are behind the mobs, looking to recover artifacts from the college once its magical defences are breached. Josephine would have said, use diplomacy with Duke Sandral. He must be convinced to intercede. Liliana says, we should send in agents to evacuate the college. They can be brought to Skyhold along with their artifacts. And Cullen says, send in a force to occupy the college. We can protect the innocents and recover anything useful. Again, this could be viewed as tyrannical. We have not been asked to intercede, or at least not by anyone in local government. What right do we have to occupy the College of Magi? Let's just sneak them out. Just sneak them out to safety. There we go.
See what we have.
And Cullen again. Make me money. Make me money, friendo.
Inquisitor.
There we are. Alrighty then, and with that, I am out of time for this episode. In the next one, we will be talking with all our companions and maybe moving on to the next big map. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.